Let's talk about leadership and motivating your employees or people that are working around you. A lot of times leaders will say to me when I'm coaching them, like, I just don't know what motivates my employees. And it sounds like such a silly thing to answer back, but the big thing is, well, have you asked them what motivates them? Everybody's motivated differently. But a lot of times we just don't take the time. So when you have a new person working on your team, or you're going to hire someone and you bring them on, make sure that you have the conversation around what motivates them. For example, related to recognition, some people love public recognition, like me. I love it. Some people hate that, and would it actually be worse if you did that? They would prefer a note or a phone call or an email, but you got to figure out what your employees or your teammates' preferences are to really help them to want to work and be as motivated and engaged as possible. And if you do that, first of all, it takes the work out of having to figure it out, which, let's face it, when we try to do a guessing game around what people want or what they prefer, we usually don't do very well, because most of us are pretty self-focused. We think about, whoa, what I like, but we've got to make sure that we take the time to get to know our employees, figure out what motivates them. And the great thing about doing that is that you're going to be able to know what to do in the future, so that you've got an action plan. And you want to make sure, here's one other thing, make sure that you treat all of your employees fairly, but treat them differently, because sometimes some people can handle, let's say, more direct communication versus other people that don't like it as directly. Not that mean that you have to be tiptoeing around everything, but make sure that you recognize that everybody is different, and that's what makes the workplace such a wonderful place to be, because you've got different personalities that create more diversity.